Okay. Mic check. Mic check. Put these phones on real quick to check the mic check, and then we're going to continue, and then we're going to be up out of here. Mic check 1, 2. Very good. Want some music? Sure I do. Why not? It's RaJuR music. Let's get it. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'm just going to be chilling, and I'm thanking the Most High for the opportunity to be able to see you truly, as always, truly, but even more truly. I tell you, man, you know, you get older and you think you learn, and then sometimes you just find out that you gotta stop playing around. And that's how I feel right now. So if I'm going through a whole description of what happened a couple of nights ago, you know, I'll just tell you that it wasn't not a comfortable thing. In fact, I'm still going through the repercussions of that right now to this day. All right, so we're gonna leave it at that. But what I think I want to also say is, you can't keep saying you're gonna stop doing something, and then somehow you do it again and again and again. Now, we're not talking about anything super consequential, but enough that I'm talking about, right? So I'm just saying, I try to keep it real with myself, because I always keep it real with y'all. And it was a wake-up call. It was truly a wake-up call the night before. That's why you didn't see me yesterday. I was off yesterday, but I was not going to get on this camera yesterday because I couldn't. I just couldn't. So I had to realize, I mean, no, this is July. You know, getting around that time that you get ready to get a little bit older. So you should be learning by now. When you make a decision, stick to the decision. Don't be trying to get out of it. Just stick to the decision. You don't need like, I'm not. Stick to the decision. You said that you're gonna chill, and you didn't, and then something happened now. So again, without describing it, I've learned I gotta start sticking to what I say I'm gonna do, especially when it comes to my life. I'm not talking about fragrances or anything like that. This is very serious in the sense. It could have been worse. The situation I found myself in. So stage is correctly. Could have been worse. It really could have been worse. And I kept saying to myself, this could have been a whole different scenario for you. And you wouldn't even be like talking right now. So make sure when you pray, and you're praying, however you're praying, make sure that when you're praying, and you're praying for something that's not prayable, then you better check yourself. Because I should have known, and of course, I've been through a lot of things in my life. I'm an older guy, I've been through a lot of things. Come on, man, I've been in the military, I've been on Iran hostage crisis cruises, and all kinds of stuff that I could have been in imminent danger on top of an aircraft carrier with jets taking off and landing all around you, and anything could have happened. A jet could have crashed into the boat and all kinds of stuff. I've been through a lot of things in my life that I really, just could have been jacked up. But though this one wasn't as serious, it could have been more serious. And I'm just saying to y'all, just keeping it real on the buck. And like I said, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but I will tell you I'm thankful for being here. Still going through a little stuff, but I'm here, man. So I'm thankful. I thank the Most High all the time. But I can't keep thinking the Most High and then doing something stupid, not expecting not to have to deal with the repercussions. Not because the Most High sent it my way. And what I did on my own. Okay, well, I'm gonna make you do this, and then you're gonna believe what you say you're gonna believe when you talking to me. I wasn't that. It wasn't even that. I was like, all right, cool, blah, blah, blah. But then I went out, I got out of pocket. And it would have been easy. I mean, if I had just made, sometimes you say, if I had just made one different decision, that wouldn't even have happened. What it comes down to, if I just came home after took care of some other business, wouldn't even be talking about this right now. But this had to happen. Because if it didn't happen now, maybe it would have happened some other time. So sometimes you need a wake-up call a little bit sooner than when you might need the wake-up call. Because it's going to be even more seriouser the next time it happened to me. So, I'm good. Got it. You got it. All right. All right. So now let's get to this fragrance. We were down. Me and Juicy Boot were down Perfumology one day, and I went down there to pick up something. What did I go to pick up? I went to pick up Cult of Korea, that joint, Black Fountain. So then she smelled this piece right here, which is, it was called Groovy Amber. So we just started, oh, wait, what you getting new? Nothing particularly, but I saw the Groovy Amber piece. I'm like, well, I never saw it before. I'm like, yeah. But it's always been there, but it was called 302. Now they just decided to rename a couple of I guess they're more popular ones, Parfumeur. They decided to, instead of calling them 302, 102, because it kind of gets tough sometimes. Like right here, I have 502, but it's called Iris Catania. So I know what that one is. And I bought that because I wanted a good iris, a nice smoky iris. And then we have 003. Now this one's going to continue just to be 003, I think, or maybe they gave this a name. This is a Juicy fragrance, kind of a vegetal, fruity, Juicy fragrance. But this right here, Amber, Iris Santal, we talked about it a couple nights ago. And she can't stop spraying. I said, well, let's make a deal with you. It costs this. I'll give you this much for it, and then you just got to make up for the rest, and you can buy you 100. All right, cool, that's the deal. So I don't know if it's going to be this week or next week. It's probably going to be next week, probably. I'm able to help out with that. But I said, I buy this from you. I'm paying more than I would have paid, even if I bada bing, bada boom. But I decided, well, shoot, I got them all aware. You know what I mean? I've been trying to stay off the UAE pieces for a week, and I'm doing that without a problem because of course I have other pieces. But I'm not trying to buy anything else. Even though I did see something else down there I wanted. I'm not sure if I'm going to go get it. I'll have time today because I got to take a client from Philadelphia International Airport all the way to Long Beach, New Jersey. So I can get down there early and check something out if something comes to mind that I can afford. If not, then I'm going to get anything today. But right now, we're back to niche. We're going to hang around with niche for a little while, see what's popping on the niche market, all right? All right. I think the one I want to get from Essential Parfums, I think. Yeah. And you can just buy 15 mil. I don't have to buy, I can buy 10 mil. Which of those up there, I can buy 10 mil, I have to buy a whole bottle. I don't need to buy a whole bottle of anything right now. I really don't. We buy these 100 mil of what's called because they're 100 mil. 30, 40, 50 bucks, 100 mil. You can't beat that. But come to the niches, you're going to pay a little loot. All right, so let me hit it. All right, now, I think I have time to go get me some breakfast. And before I head to pick up to the airport to pick up the client. Then once I pick the client, then we're going to Long Beach, New Jersey. I never heard of Long Beach, New Jersey. I thought it was going to Long Beach, New York or something like that. Long Beach, California, right? Anyway, Long Beach, New Jersey. So I have to take him there. That's going to be it. So I'm ready to bang out, yo. So, yeah, lesson learned. Got it. Gotta say no more. Gotta show no more. Got it. I just pray I get through the day okay. And everything will be all right? So, yeah, we're going to go for it. And hope I get a chance to talk to y'all later about this 302 Groovy Amber by Parfumeur. You know what I mean? And we'll take it from there, all right? Y'all take care of yourself. RaJuR, holla at your boy. Learning lessons I shouldn't have to have learned, especially when I told myself, don't do that, do that, and then went and did it anyway. Talk to y'all later. Y'all take care of yourself, all right? Don't forget, buy my music, RaJuR, Real Deep Cool. You can just Google it. Mostly I want you to, if you can buy it, just buy it off SoundCloud. You can download off SoundCloud now. I think I set up to download albums and singles. You probably want to buy singles instead of albums. Just listen to it. All my work is right there on SoundCloud. You want to buy single songs, I think they're 99 cents or something like that. Download some songs for the brother. Support the brother. I've been doing this for years, man. It'd be nice if you got some truly honest support. And hopefully I can still reach out to a lot of people overseas. I'm getting a lot of more subscribers to my Instagram page because my Instagram page is, I have a lot. I've got 3 or 4 over there, and I have 3 Facebook pages, something like that. Anyway, I get a lot of retention from one of my channels over there, and it's like a lot of people from overseas. I'm going to look out for that because sometimes you got to stretch out. You can't stay in your own hood, can't stay in your own vicinity, can't stay in the United States sometimes if you want to try to make it outside of going to a Diddy party or a mansion party or doing other stuff you don't have no business doing. You got to do it the right way. So I'm getting more reach from overseas. It'd be perfect if you guys decide that you want to support me with my music. I talk about these fragrances all the time, give you some content. You may not like me, you may like me. But all you always know, I'm going to tell you the truth, all right? All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. Good day. I'm outie. 5,000, 3,000. I don't even, never had an Audi 5,000. I was driving Beamers. Why can't I say BMW M? I'm out of here. BMW M. Holla. All right, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Be well. Out.